Alright, we're back with more of Avernum 4 Greed and Glory. Let's go ahead and continue here. I'm still looking for the bandit Absinthe, or whatever that character's name was. Yeah, Absinthe. We already killed Randolph. So that's why I take the time to explore everything I can. In hindsight, when it comes to like building my characters and stuff like that, I probably did overinvest in like cave lore and first aid. We probably only needed just a little bit of that, even though it is cheap in the beginning. Because I feel like it's helped me out a lot more than I actually needed. And I could have invested the skill points like elsewhere and in like mage spells and priest spells earlier. But, you know, live and learn. And I'm not going to restart the Let's Play just to pick stuff like that. I mean, I'll definitely make sure I keep building up like stuff like mage and priest spells and main weapon skill, stuff like that. So it's nothing I'm super worried about, but if I was gonna in future like playthroughs on my own time, I'm definitely gonna know exactly how to build. But this is a blind Let's Play anyway, so nothing I'm really like super worried about. But in hindsight, yeah, I probably could have built a little bit better in the beginning, but you know, live and learn. What is this little place here? Got some mission fungus. I mean, these are somewhat easy to kill now, so... You face the leader of a small pack of bandits. There aren't many of them, well, speak of the devil, but from the looks of the booty scattered around the cave, they're highly effective. She holds a long, slender rapier and wears a shining steel breastplate. She moves remarkably nimbly, considering how heavy the armor looks. You note that the breastplate has been painted with 4 lines of runes. She smiles and salutes you with her blade. You are a long way from the safety of Avernum, fool. You have found the lair of Absinthe. I assure you that I am more of a challenge than the thugs and malcontents you've met before me. Big talk. Let's just see how you fight. First, I'm going to make sure you're wounded. Going to make sure you're wounded again. Oh, dang it. I actually ran out of action points on Nova. I didn't even realize. Okay, let's do days. Yeah, I needed to use days more often because people have told me that it's actually very effective in this one. Alright, now this time I'm going to wound you again. Something strange happens. The lines of runes on the bandit queen's chest begin to glow. They peel off and float away from her armor. Then they grow larger. The air warps around them. Seeing this makes you nauseated, so much so that you must look away. When you turn back, they have expanded into vague humanoid forms. During this, Absinthe stood perfectly still. Then her frozen form fades away. As one of her disappears, the glowing runes form into 4 perfect copies. They raise their blades and attack as one. What the heck? So we have 4 Absinthe. Okay, whatever. Let's get a shade in the game. Let's do this. Okay, this isn't the best scenario, but let's do that. Okay, so curse and poison and acid are what she's weak to right now. Oh man, the freaking daze effect. I mean, not the daze effect, but the freaking freaking immobile effect. I keep saying that, honestly. I know I probably shouldn't. I mean, because it's getting old at this point. But it's just amazing how many enemies, like, stun you and all this other stuff. Okay, so this is the one we should be damaging, I think. Have fun with that. And have fun with that, too. You have done serious damage to Absinthe's true form. She stumbles back, grievously wounded. Gasping, she mutters a spell. The remnants of her illusionary forms flow back into her, restoring her strength. However, the runes on her armor are now gone. Oh, man, freaking... Okay, like I said, I need to quit saying that, honestly, because if it happens, it happens. Okay, let's see what... Okay, Absinthe is still pretty strong against a lot, except for, like, acid and poison. So maybe I should... You know, let's do this. I think if I do that, then I'm going to hit a Dante. Let's do that instead. That way I can actually use acid more often. I'm just gonna have to keep doing this. Let's keep popping it with the acid then. Okay, so that was kind of an interesting fight. Not gonna lie. Arm elixir, curing elixir, yep. We need both of those. There are several letters in this crystal box. Most of them are mundane mail stolen from merchants passing through this area. One message, poorly concealed at the bottom of the pile, is different. It reads, Absinthe. The words of Albrecht are clear. We are to support the true spirit of the crown, not poach the territory of each other. We must not be divided if he will lead us to restoration. If you interfere with us again, I will not hesitate to inform Albrecht. Randolph Halfbreed. Oh, interesting. Alright, blessed breastplate. Wait, what do you mean she needs more strength training? She has plenty of strength. What the heck? Oh, bonus statistics do not count. Okay. I get it. That's kind of BS, though, honestly. I think you should be able to, if you have the bonus, even with the bonus stuff. But then again, I think that was like it in Gene Forge, I think, as well, where the bonus stats didn't count. You actually had to. Yeah, you actually had to train the skill itself. Still kind of lame, though, especially since, you know, strength training is kind of expensive at this point. Okay, basically we're just sniping. Sniping this stuff at this point. This creature is an insubstantial wisp of energy, probably the product of the natural magic in this cavern. Odd things can happen in caverns with lots of crystals. The wispy beings don't seem to notice that you are here. The air around the creatures is incredibly cold. Okay, they didn't mind that we took any of that. Interesting. Wishing well. You have found a small stone wishing well. The cap of the well is small, but the vertical shaft water extends down the floor into darkness. You think you can see the glint of copper coins at the bottom far out of reach, but you aren't sure. A nearby sign says, suggested offering 5 coins. You throw in the coins. They sink out of sight. You feel queasy for a moment. Nothing else happens. Wishing well? Probably just superstition. You leave it alone. Lock picks. Dang, there's a lot of stuff over here. Okay, I don't need no dry bone. I still need a couple more glowing for the salt before I complete that one quest. Alright, gold nugget. Oh, come on. What is this bull? Come on. Position him correctly, Zach. Okay, get that one. Move Nova back over here. Okay, well, it's still worthwhile to do this because we are getting loot from it. Just to check what is down here. Ooh, testing hall. Oh, yeah. You find yourself in another of Avernum's hidden trial chambers. You wonder how many warriors have actually been out to test them. This one is a large natural dome, the floor flattened out to make room for the test. There are small stone platforms visible in the shadows all around you. Two stone constructs stand in circles in the center of the room. They make no move to attack you. The trial has not begun yet. You stare at them and wait. As expected, you soon hear a whispery voice. It says, "Welcome, traveler. If you wish to be tested once again, step forward." Testing? What do you mean? The whispering voice begins to recite a speech, crafted by the mages who made this place. I'm here as part of a program initiated by the Crown of Avernum. We test warriors and ensure their suitability. That you are here means you have completed 3 trials. Now, at last, you face challenges requiring skill. If you are a merchant, miner, or other non-martial individual, you should depart immediately. Suitability for what? There is a pause. At first, you don't think the constructs were prepared for questions. Then the whispers resume. Suitability for our endorsement. In time, warriors will come from all known lands to prove themselves. If I pass the test, what does that mean? A long pause. It means you are permitted to... Another pause. The details of what Avernum offers are not completed. Why were these tests made? In time, ambitious warriors will come to Avernum for proving. Avernum, the great frontier, will be an authority and a site for profitable... The voice stops for a moment. When it resumes, it has forgotten what you were discussing. If you wish to be tested once again, step forward. I would like to be tested. Then please prepare yourself for the trial of control. Control in this case means controlling your foes, who will be great in number. You will be assaulted. Defend yourself. If you last for an adequate amount of time, you will succeed. If you step outside the trial chamber or are killed, you will fail. Are you ready to begin? I am ready to begin. The golems turn and begin to lumber towards you. Green steam begins to rise from the platforms at the edges of the room. Let the testing begin. Please defend yourself. You are in danger. Wait, control as mean days? I'm guessing we shouldn't attack the constructs, because, yeah, they're going to be very mean to us. Okay, we'll attack that one. How come Nova's not getting healed? What the heck? She not close enough yet? Man, neither Dante or Nova is doing too hot right now. In this part. Come on now, heal Nova. Good lord. So I don't have to do it myself. Yeah, I don't think attacking the constructs is going to be worth it. We're going to have to keep attacking these worm things. The golems suddenly freeze, their power exhausted. You hear the whispering voice again. It says, "The trial is complete. You have kept your foes under sufficient control. Your skill was adequate. You have passed the trial of control. A token has been left here by the creators to mark you as having succeeded in this endeavor. In time, Avernum will develop ways for those who pass our tests to show others they have proven their valor. Should you need to continue your testing, you can find the next phase of trials in the tunnels west of Darman." Arcane Chain Greaves. Ooh. Helm of Car. Ooh. And a boost to hardiness and defense. I'll definitely take that. Okay, well that was interesting. Let's talk to General Maripova then. General Maripova hears the tale of your battles with the bandit leaders. She nods her approval. "Not bad," she says, "for adventurers. A sack of coins is brought to you." Okay, cool. So we got that quest completed. Alright, let's make sure it's just quick save right here. check our other quest real quick. Purge the tower, we're going to have to come back to that. We'll have to come back to that one. We don't have them all yet. Still need to find the mages. Aerodynamic, talk to Marion. Find that. You're at the border of the Memorial Lands. Many years ago, this flat, barren, expansive cave was set aside for a sacred task. A burial ground for the Avernum citizens. In the decades since, these lands have served as a destination for mourners. Also, the occasional grave robber. More recently, Empire tourist. Now that the disasters have happened and order has decayed, signs of trouble are apparent. Trash litters the path and some of the mausoleum doors look broken into. There is still a faint smell of smoke and decay. Some of the dead are cremated. Others are interred in huge stone vaults. This, combined with lack of wind, results in an eternal haze of death. You meet the keeper of the Memorial Lands, a distinguished old man in spotless robes. He hasn't been sleeping lately. A mace hangs from his belt and is seen use. He isn't prepared to deal with encroaching grave robbers and monsters, but he does his best. Ah, a traveling sellsword. Always nice when adventurers survive for a while. Prefer if you get some time before your remains come to me. I am Elder Caridad. I accept the dead. I give them peaceful rest. Or as peaceful as possible given the circumstances. Can you heal me or teach me spells? Sadly, I must reserve my strength for the defense of the tombs. I am no teacher, I'm afraid. If you want holy training, you should go west to Darman. What exactly do you do here? I help to prepare the honored dead. When they are brought to me, I clean them, perform the memorial service, and send them to be interred. At least that was how it worked when I had help. Where are your helpers? Fled. They all went home to look after their homes and families when the trouble started. Even if they wanted to return, they can't until the sovereign cease is lifted. What do you do with bodies that come to you now? I turn them away. They simply cannot be treated with the proper respect here, so I do not keep them. At first I tried keeping remains in cold caves while I found replacement workers. The results of that were unpleasant, he grimaces, due to burrowing monsters. What do you mean by the honored dead? Any lawful citizen who spent their life supporting Avernum. Of course, mayors, distinguished warriors, wizards, and the like. But also regular citizens whose families went through the difficulty and expense of bringing the bodies here. Of course, status affects the quality of the final interment. In what way? Ordinary citizens have their bodies put in the huge sarcophagi to decay. Higher status allows cremation or a grave on the surface. Only the most honored get into the crypts. Elder Caridad is still hiding in this chapel. He would prefer to be out tending to the graves, but it is a dark time. Are you here for another purpose? To visit a grave? To hunt bandits? Have you been having problems lately? Like all Vernites, I've had to make adjustments to account for the times. He looks down at the mace at his belt. Predators and grave robbers have encroached on these sacred lands. I have been able to drive some of them away, not all. What sort of predators? Rats and wolves, a few burrowing worms, a necromancer looking for raw materials. Nothing too terrible so far. What did you do to them? I attacked them. I do not like to use my holy power for violence, but I will do what I can to protect the sacred place. Fortunately, most of the grave robbers are simple thugs, stupid and greedy people, easy to scare off, or, if necessary, kill. Their bodies do not remain here. They are thrown into crevices to rot. What foes have been unable to drive away? He frowns. Only one wildly grave robber who comes with his gang and goes like a shadow. When he loots a tomb, he leaves behind one bit of mocking graffiti. Nika was here. I would gladly kill this Nika and his band of thugs if I could, but even if I could find them, I fear that they outnumber me. I can do nothing for the sanctity of the tombs if I am buried in one of them. Where is Nika from? Not sure. The Abyss, most likely. They love to sneaking their things into the Great Cave to take advantage of us. How can I find Nika? You will have to investigate inside the crypts. Alas, I don't have the keys. They are kept elsewhere and only brought for the funeral of figures of importance. You will have to get the crypts open on your own. This is about as morbid as a place it can get. Okay, get this one now. Definitely hang on to the steel broadsword. Blessed breastplate, just put in there. Oh, I don't want that. Take that. The corridor is starting to grow very warm. Ahead, you hear the rhythmic sound of stone grinding against stone. Okay, I don't want to go through there again. Why do I keep forgetting to switch back to melee? Screw you with that. You find a book of magical Hysterica, the letters PT. Okay, maybe that's a quest item, so I'm gonna hang on to that. All I wanted was to just find some grave robbers. That's all it was. I didn't want to get into all this mess right now. But whatever. Alright, let's go back down here for now. A narrow, winding passage circles a large central cavern. Flickering blue light comes out of that chamber. Though most of the tunnels around here are quite warm, this area is icy cold. You can sense something in the air here, a vague, powerful, malevolent force. Something powerful lurks here. 20. Where are we right now? Level 19. Dang, there is just so much in this game to explore. still want to stay in this section for now. I was just trying to find some grave robbers. I didn't expect to find all this, but it is what it is. Oh, hell no, I don't want to fight that thing right now. Yeah, just pretend you don't see me. I'm not here. There probably will be a quest later, though. Dang, how many freaking... Okay, we're under Patrick's Tower now. I don't want to go this far. Oh, come on, really? Ugh, just what I need right now. No, don't go over here, stupid. What are you doing? Stupid, get over here. Okay, so we're under Patrick's Tower. Oddly enough, there is a statue in the middle of the corridor ahead. It depicts a miner frozen in place in a pose of great terror. The statue is remarkably realistic. You almost swear it was an actual person. Oh no, is that a basilisk? Oh snap, they are basilisks. All I wanted was to find some grave robbers. I did not want to find all this mess. Man. Yeah, I hear about that. Okay, I want to come back to all that later. I'll worry about that stuff later. What is it now, game? Come on. Oh my goodness. What is with all these random encounters? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I mean, I already know what to expect when it comes to, like, Spiderweb software games. All I wanted was to find some grave robbers, though. Was that really too much to ask for right now? Okay, no, I don't want to go back up there. I mean, I'll fight this stuff later, but jeez, I did not want to deal with all of it right now. All right, grave robbers, abyss report. Where the heck do I find... Okay, these are all the crypts. Alright. Maybe I should just go ahead and resume this in the next part. So I'll see you all soon. Actually, let me check something real quick. Where the heck do I find the lost mages, though? I don't think they would be all the way up there, but... Okay, whatever. I will resume this in the next part, so I will see you all soon.